Okay, Vlad, we're back. Sorry, I cut too soon. Henry has one more step here that he said was really important. So he's putting on that little half-inch edge that was left over there. And what he was just conveying to me is you're going to press pretty hard. So he wants some sort of, I think that looks like a...
I have like a little nylon thumb for vinyl. I just use it to avoid all the friction of burnishing the vinyl down on the corner.
You'll blister your thumb, he said, if you don't. So a t-shirt, some sort of cut off a glove finger, something like that, so you can apply some good pressure and friction on there.
Yeah, and you're always, when you are doing this step, you're always going to want to start by pressing on the top, this face of the corner, running your finger up and down until it's nice and stuck, and then you'll go to the 45, the actual corner itself, and then you'll stick it onto this face. It's very important that you work top side down so that you're not trapping air in the corner. That's one of the most common things with wrapping pedestals or wrapping things with corners, is having air trapped in the corner itself. That happens all the time. Okay, so the next, I'll just tell you real quick, the next step is literally just going to be wrapping it, burnish the corner, side after side.
Okay, we'll do this and then we'll come back to the finish.
Gotcha. Okay, so we still need to remove our double stick tape. So instead of pulling up on the roll itself, you're just gonna wanna roll the roll, and it will naturally come off of that double stick tape. And then we're gonna remove this tape. We don't wanna get that stuck underneath our vinyl. It also really helps if you have some form of arm that you can put the pedestal on. You can do this on a solid surface. It's just going to be a little bit more challenging when you go to rotate it. You might need a second pair of hands because somebody's going to have to hold the vinyl and somebody's going to have to rotate the pedestal. It's quite challenging to do both by yourself. Okay. Yeah, at this point, it's also a common misconception that you start peeling the vinyl or your backer on one side, so you should start peeling the backer from the other end, but we're actually going to peel it from the line that we cut right before we stuck the first section. So as you can see, I'm peeling that vinyl up, and I've peeled a pretty big section of it, almost all, or past the corner even. So I just want to keep a good amount of tension so I know it's going to lay flat, and then I'm just applying this from the center out. Just making sure we don't have any air bubbles. Looks good to me. All right, and now we need to work on the corner. So that's why I always keep this little guy in my pocket. It's really annoying to work with while you're holding the vinyl, but when you need to burnish it, it's really important to have. Sometimes I have to get in a precarious situation to do this. So. Okay, here we go. Touchscreen. Yeah, also this pedestal's moving on me, so there we go. So yeah, I'm just running my finger back and forth on the top just to really define that corner and ensure that it's sticking and there's no air that's going to be caught underneath. So yeah, always start with the top and then the 45. Get a little bit more. Yeah, it's also important that we get at least this first 2 centimeters to ½ an inch stuck before we flip the pedestal, because this will really help make sure that the direction of the vinyl stays the same. We don't want it to skew. Okay, so yeah, that looks good. That's kind of what we're looking for. And then I'm just going to rotate this one time. And then honestly, from this point forward, it's a lot of rinse and repeat because we have 3 more sides to go.
All right, I hope that part makes sense. We're gonna get this pedestal wrapped. We'll come back on when he does the edge. Oh, sorry, one more thing.
One more thing to mention, before you start on a new panel after you've stuck that corner, as you can see, we only have like a 1/2 inch or like 3 centimeters that is stuck. So in this instance, you do not want to, stick a bunch at once. You want to just barely work it from that little point. This just makes sure that, again, we're not causing any wrinkles or air pockets or anything that we don't want to see. I always feel a little bit more confident sticking a large portion if I know that, what I have stuck previously is sound. I don't know if I'm describing that the best
makes
way.
sense.
But yeah, that's what you're gonna want to do. And then from this point forward, we can peel most of it and stick the side. Same treatment on the corner and then on.
Cool. All right, we'll get that done and be back in a second.